All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. We got lots of shipping to do today. Let me close this back door real quick. Lots of shipping to do today. We shipped out all the whatnot orders already. As you can see, the racks are cleared. And now we got to ship out eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop orders. I literally thought this weekend was a slow weekend, so I was like, all right, we'll hop on live and it'll be a nice, quick, easy shipping live. And then when I started pulling orders, I realized how many we had. I guess I wasn't paying attention to Poshmark and Mercari this weekend, and Mercari went off. I think we have like 8 orders alone on Mercari. We have like 10 or 15 on Poshmark. Tons of eBay orders, so it's gonna be a long shipping live, and I got to get it done within the next hour. So we're gonna be shipping super duper fast. Happy you won your Hokas? Yes, you're gonna love those Hokas. They're already shipped out, on the way to you. If you missed last night's whatnot show, you missed a good one. We ran shoes at the end of the show. We ran about 15 pairs of shoes, and then we did 60 clothing items, all really crazy good stuff. So make sure you bookmark this weekend shows. Again, I think we're gonna do a barefoot show on Saturday, and then random pull show on Sunday, and then Friday night we're super excited to do our first Jamble show. If you haven't signed up for that yet and you haven't heard the announcement, if you sign up, use code KWAY25, you're going to get $25 to spend for free on Jamble. So go sign up. It's iOS only, so Android's going to come out in the new year, they said, but iOS only. So if you have an iPhone or you have an iPad, you can sign up and come hang out for the first show. You get $25 for free. Literally free money. Negotiated that for you guys, so that way your first couple items or first item you'll get basically for free. With that $25 credit. We're going to do an all Lululemon show, the first show, because that's like a really good brand on Jamble. Jamble reminds me a lot of like Poshmark, whereas Whatnot reminds me a lot of eBay. There's brands that do really well on Jamble that do okay on Whatnot, and there's brands on Whatnot that will basically die in the water on Jamble. So that's going to be a learning curve for us to figure out which brands do the best on both platforms, but we're pretty excited about the switch up and the ability to sell on now multiple live selling platforms. So we've thought about before moving our stuff to Poshmark a little bit. We've thought about doing eBay lives, but Jamble, this opportunity is just too good to pass up. So we definitely had to do it. I messaged you back, Flippiners. Reach out to them on Jamble. They did have some issues on the first day with the code. So if you reach out to them, they should be able to issue that $25 or tell you how to do it. When you enter your code, you either enter it when you first sign up, or there's a settings button in the top right hand corner. You click on that. You scroll down to redeem a code and then put in all caps KWAY25. So it can either be put in when you sign up or after you've signed up. Either way, it should work. Again, if there's issues with it, just reach out to customer service. I'm not in charge of those codes, unfortunately. They're not like coupon codes from me. That's all from the site itself. So just reach out to them. They should be able to help you with it. Trisha's here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, we have tons of orders. I don't even know how many we have. Kayla did the spreadsheet this morning. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 total orders going out from this weekend, plus all the Whatnot orders. So we had lots of shipping. Today has been a shipping day for sure. But the good thing is it's Monday, and this is the biggest shipping day of the week. And if I was working a normal 9 to 5, if I was working at the post office today would be a big delivery day at the post office. I would hate it. But knowing that these are our packages going out and it's our sales, I have fun shipping out all these orders. Even though it's a lot of work, I have a ton of fun shipping out all those orders. No, I didn't see your sale, Trisha, dropping in the chat. If you guys have any cool sales too, feel free to drop in the chat as we're going. Make sure you're liking the live too. If you haven't liked it already, if you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below, so I know you came here. Let's get started. First sale was a good one. We've had this listed for a while. We got this in a bulk buy like a long time ago. This is a women's Affliction shirt. It just has a big Affliction hit on the front. Picked this up for only $4.78 in a bulk buy. I got this on Facebook Marketplace. This is the last Affliction shirt out of all of them I picked up. I picked up around 20. Sold for $35 over on Mercari. As you know, Mercari doesn't have any fees. This was an older listing, so I did have pay shipping on this one. All my new listings don't. So I did pay for a label. But even after that, after fee, shipping, cost goods, I made a $25 profit on a little tiny Affliction shirt sale. So can you stop complaining and show some sales? Get out of here, Surfs. can you go take another picture in another post office? Who took that picture for you, by the way? Did you just like walk up to somebody randomly in the post office and go, hey, can you take a photo of me holding up these bags? I know it wasn't your wife because your wife's at work. So you literally ran up to some old person at the post office that didn't want to be bothered, and you're like, can you hold my phone so I can take a social media post? So another pool cue for $573. Holy cow. Pool cue for $573. That's insane. And it was free. Paid $11 for a penguin squishmallow and sold $50 on Amazon. Nice. Sold it on Amazon. That's one site I don't sell on is Amazon currently. I've thought about it, but I haven't made that move yet. So I don't know if I will. All right, let's ship out some Poshmark orders first. And then we'll move on to some other orders. I got to figure out, okay, there they are. First Poshmark sale. These are AG Matchbox jeans. We literally just listed these. You can tell by our custom SKU that these were just listed. We paid $8 for these and they sold for $22 on Posh. I had them listed for $25. I got a $22 offer and it was listed for less than a week. So I was like, let's take it. Let's go. Why are you stalking me? Sirs, the fact that you went up to some old lady and asked her to take a social media post for you is wild. I could just see you now like, hey ma'am, hey, I need to take a post. I need a photo. Can you just take a photo of me in the post office? I have a question. How long does average items take to sell? Depends on the item. For example, this was a super fast sale. I priced it to sell so that way it would sell fast. There's some items that I let sit for a while, like those that first order that I shipped out was that Affliction shirt. That thing has been listed for over a year, but I got that in a bulk buy and I made all my money back like really, really fast on that bulk buy. So I just let that item sit until somebody came by and bought it. So just depends on the item. You're going to see, I'm going to tell you when I ship all my orders today, Jason, you're going to hear when I picked up the item, or about when I picked up the item, and then when the item sold. So you'll get a date on how long that item took to sell. Like this helmet Lang shirt. This has been listed for probably about a year. Picked this up online arbitrage. I paid $21.40 for this, $20 plus tax. Sold for $45. This was not a great buy for retail arbitrage. Some other resellers bought some of these and listed them right after I listed, so that's why it took a little longer to sell. But I still made a decent profit on it. On offers, I normally accept most that come in, rarely counter offer. Heard some say should always counter. Do you ever counter? If they're a lower offer, yeah. If I have something listed for $50 and somebody offers me 15, I'm not going to take that offer obviously, because I've done my research on that item. I know it should sell for around 50. But if it's like a $50 item and someone offers me 40, I'll usually take it. What's up, Carolyn? I paid $70 for a denim Sherpa Polo denim supply jacket. Sold for $190. Let's go. Those are really, really good. Person paid $136 for shipping. I paid $38 shipping on eBay. Do I make money on the extra shipping? You most likely, Kathy, shipped that overseas. So they paid you shipping, and then they also paid eBay shipping to ship that overseas. If that shipped to, it'll say, what is the address again? Is it where's the global shipping address at? There's a global, oh, that was weird. There's a global shipping address. If it goes there, it's basically going to eBay's hub and then shipping overseas. They're not actually paying you $136, most likely. Unless you had like express mail shipping on there, which means you should have probably shipped it express mail. Went to Chicago. I wonder why it was $136. If they paid you $136, they probably paid express mail shipping. You need to look at that and see if they paid express, because then you should have shipped it express because they paid extra for that service. So yeah, Glendale Heights, Illinois, that's the one I'm looking for. I was going to say Arizona for some reason. Glendale Heights, Arizona. I don't know why I was going to say that. But yeah, if they paid you $136 for that jacket shipping, they most likely paid you express, and you should have shipped that express. Yeah, Glendale Heights. Appreciate you guys for reminding me on that one. Completely forgot. There are some pieces this weekend that I did take offers on just to get to move. Like this Adidas top. I picked this up for $6.12 in a huge bulk buy. I've had this thing listed forever. And I only sold this for $8, so I'm basically making my money back on that one. It's been listed forever as a huge bulk buy. I probably should have just donated this, to be honest. They shipped, so they picked express mail. Did you ship it express mail, Kathy? Did you select the option when you were buying your label on eBay for express, because if you only paid 38 for express, it's actually pretty cheap. 10 minutes from GSP, nice. That means you have super cheap shipping whenever you ship something overseas. It's really nice. Okay, then you made that profit on shipping. If you paid 38, they paid 136, then yeah, you did make that profit on shipping, which is really good. Where'd you get the jeans from? The jeans, they got it from thrift store. Most of the stuff that we get are from thrift stores or retail stores. Most of them are thrift stores. Make sure I didn't miss anybody over on IG. All right, next up, this is a Kayla pickup. Literally just listed this and it sold super fast. This is a Carrots women's equestrian top. Picked this up for $8.56. We did pay up a little bit more than we like to pay for these, but it sold super fast for $20, so that's why we did. Carrots sweaters usually do really good, especially when they have like patterns like this on them. They move really quick for us, so we're willing to pay up for a faster sale. I think this thing was listed for maybe 5 days and it sold. Quick, easy sale. By the way, I'm using these bags for Poshmark orders. I usually don't, but the reason I am is because we ran out of the bags, the Tyvek envelopes. We're waiting for the mailman to deliver them. What's the average amount you profit per month? This month's going to be a lot higher because we're back doing Whatnot shows regularly, and we're starting to Jamble shows now. So we're extending the platforms that we sell on. But I'll tell you what we did last month in sales. So last month in sales, we did 15,000 on Whatnot, and we did 11,000 on eBay. And profit on that would usually be about 40-ish%, 40 to 50%. The reason why it's a little bit lower than most is because on Whatnot, most of the items we sell are consignment, which is 70-30 splits. So we only make 30% of our entire Whatnot money, usually around 30%. We do run some of our own items too, but usually most of it's consignment. So on both platforms, it's usually around 40 to 50% profit of that total number is what we make per month. All right, let's ship out. Bags are, Stacy, if you go to you're on this live, in the description of this live, there's a link tree. If you click on that link tree and you go to the products we use on a daily basis, you're going to see the bags link there. We use the 10 by 11 clear bags. These bags right here, we get them on Amazon in bulk. We usually buy them in 1,000, right around 1,000. Let me go back to my sales. Hold on. This is another quick sale. This is a Print Fresh shirt. Kayla always picks up this brand wherever we find it. We paid $3.21 for this at a thrift store, and it sold for 23 bucks. Again, really good brand to look out for. When did you start? I started in 2018. I started reselling in 2018. I started as a little side hustle and grew it into our main hustle. Kayla quit her job first, and then we started, or I quit my job second. I pretty much built the business to begin with, and then she wanted to quit, and I told her, if you want to quit, you got to start listing. So she started listing, and then we started making more money than we ever had before selling, and we're like, okay, time for me to quit my job. So that's basically how it went. Next up, men's page jeans. These are a pair of men's page jeans. Picked these up for $8.03, and these sold for $35 over on Poshmark. This has been listed for a while though, $14.33. Probably been listed for about 6 months, but I probably picked these up in the middle of summer, to be honest. Not really page jean season. How many items do you list per week? We try to do 20 to 30 per day, 5 days a week. So anywhere between 100 to 150 new items every week. And then, like I said, we also do Whatnot shows too. We're going to start doing Jamble shows. So those aren't technically listed. Like last night we did a random pull show where we don't actually list anything. We just put it up, hold it up, and sell it. But we do sell a lot more than what we list per week. What's up, Miguel? What's the best bookkeeping method you recommend for a beginner seller on eBay? So I currently use Jason Hayes' spreadsheet, which is linked in my bio, or if you're watching this on Facebook, it's in the description. He just came out with a new spreadsheet. That's actually the one I'm using to read all my numbers off of. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like right here. You put in your sales information. It'll give you your profit and loss. I haven't filled all this data out yet, but it'll give you the profit and loss over here. So you can use that for taxes. It gives daily, monthly, yearly totals for your tax advisor. Basically at the end of the year, you hand this off. Also has a place for putting in your expenses, things like that. has all that here. So basically, if you fill this spreadsheet out correctly, you should be able to give it to your tax advisor at the end of the year. They'll be able to fill out almost all of your taxes, and they might ask you for like home office space or something like that that you can't put into the spreadsheet. Now AutoPosher has a way to track your sales as well. So all of my sales data for this last month and a half has been downloaded into AutoPosher. So next year I won't have to put in eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop information into my spreadsheet. I'll just have to do Whatnot until she puts Whatnot into AutoPosher, and then it should calculate that as well. So basically, next year I'm just doing Whatnot and my expenses in a spreadsheet, Jason's spreadsheet, and that's it. So if you need a regular spreadsheet because you don't have AutoPosher, you're not interested in AutoPosher, Jason's spreadsheet is the way to go. If you already have AutoPosher and you already have the cross-listing tool, you already have the sales analytics, so you don't really need to log that information. AutoPosher will do that for you, and you can print out all of your information at the end of the year and then hand that to your tax advisor. It'll work the same exact way. Bet you're slinging Lucky Brand jeans back in the day? I was. I love picking up men's Lucky Brand jeans back in the day. They were always quick sold. Now I'm picking up Polo Ralph Lauren jeans. I sold one super fast, so I'm definitely picking those up from now on. Pay 5 to 6 for those, and you're going to see what the one sold for. Sold crazy fast. When you returns on eBay, do you get your selling fees back? Yes, but you don't get most of your shipping back unless you do buyer pays return shipping and buyer pays shipping. Then you don't lose out any money on that. If you look at eBay, there's a breakdown of your fees after you get a return, so you just put that into your spreadsheet too. Where can I message you about the Barefoot Dreams? Miguel, message me here on Facebook, and I'll try to remember to look at it. If I don't look at it, then comment on like my next post I post and say, hey, I'm the Barefoot Dreams guy, and then I'll message you back. Sometimes the messages get lost. So what platform do you sell the most? Right now, Whatnot is where I'm selling the most, but I'm not making the most profit on Whatnot because, again, we only make 30% after fees, 30% after our commission from consignment. That's what I mean. We have lots of questions today. This is fun. Had my first sale on Poshmark yesterday. I thought the fee was high. It is 20%, but remember, buyer pays shipping on Posh, so you have to factor that in. Usually a Posh sale after fees, and well, I charge shipping, it'll be a little bit higher than eBay. So I may have a tie lot for consignment. I don't do ties on Whatnot. So I don't think ties would be good on Whatnot, so it wouldn't make sense. Waiting for AutoPosher to be fully updated or all the info before I can leave Jason's spreadsheet. Hopefully the team will be able to finish 2025. They do have all the info now, OVABs. So if you refresh each line after you ship the item on eBay, it'll refresh the whole line for you. It only does that once you ship the item though. So then at the end of after you get done shipping, just refresh the whole page or hit import in the top right and it'll put in all the information for you. She fixed that like day 2 of that being out. Can I email you an inventory? Message me and I'll send you a sheet. If it comes to ties, I'll probably buy them off you. I won't run them on consignment. That won't make any sense. All right, let me ship a couple more items. I see a bunch more questions in the chat. Let me try to get Poshmark out of the way and then we'll hop back over. I appreciate all the questions though. You guys are killing it with the questions today. Next up is Polo Ralph Lauren pajama top. Pick this up for $8 in a bulk buy. It's brand new with tags. So only sold for 20 bucks. It's a basic pajama top. These really don't do that well. So when I picked them up in the bulk buy, I told the guy, hey, I can only pay so much for those because they don't really sell for a ton. $38 retail. So I only paid $8 for it in the bulk buy. Sold for 20, but it sold pretty fast. We listed it about 2 weeks ago. I'm laying eBay right now. Just signed up for Whatnot. It was accepted. Started Mercari this week, thinking I need to change my Whatnot name. Same as my eBay. You don't really need to. Maybe add a Facebook page, that name too. You can match it with your Facebook page, especially if you have like a little bit of a following over there. You don't really need to though. You can separate those out names. That would be perfectly fine as long as it's something similar to like your name, your Facebook name, things like that. But it doesn't need to be the same. Do you recommend washing all your items? We wash items with stains or bad smells. Probably about 99% of the stuff that we get in from thrift stores, we scan it over while we're at the thrift store. It's in great condition. We just list it as is. Most of the people that donate to thrift stores, just think of last time you donated to a thrift store, you probably didn't go through your dirty laundry when you donated. You went through your clean closet or your drawers, you pulled all your stuff out, you donated to that to the thrift store. So most items have already been washed. There's very few that have stains or flaws or anything like that, and those are the items that we'll wash. Do you price your items a little higher on Poshmark? I keep them the same on all platforms just to keep it easy. Everything's the same. Posh fees are high, but the returns are close to none. Exactly. That's the offset with Posh. Is basically unless you make a mistake, you're not going to get a return on Posh. It's just not going to happen. It has to be your mistake for you to get that return. This is a little bit of a lower dollar sale. I paid $6.42 for these. These were also in that same bulk buy. I got the Adidas top in. These are just regular old Nike shorts. And these sold for $17 on Posh. This is like a move out item. I've had this listed for a while. I just wanted it gone. Do you only do calculated? Yes, on eBay I only do calculated. I do not do flat rate shipping. How can we access the spreadsheet? If you go to the description of this live, or if you're watching on or YouTube or Instagram, you go to my bio. If you're on Facebook, in the description of this live is my link tree. Jason Hayes spreadsheet is within that link tree, and there's a discount code too. I think if you use code, I want to say it's KWay Shop for that. You're going to get 10% off, I believe, on your spreadsheet purchase. It's a one-time charge too. It's not like a monthly charge. You're just buying a spreadsheet for the year. You're buying access to it, and then he'll send you a link for the spreadsheet. It's a Google Sheet spreadsheet, so you can take it on the go. Yeah, you can take it on the go. You can update your spreadsheet on your phone as long as you have the Google Sheets app. Which thrift stores do you recommend going to? For-profit thrift stores. For-profit. Those are my favorite. My favorite by far. All right, last Posh sale are these Spanx faux leather leggings. Pick these up for $8.03. These sold for $21. Just a little bread and butter sale. Can you please change our screen? Oh, my bad. You guys are over here looking at my screen. You're just reading along. My bad. Your number's still up. Shut up, Surfs. Get out of here. My bad. Surfs, go ask another old lady to take a picture for you. Why don't you go to the park and see if there's an old lady there that can take a picture of you at the park? What do you mean for profit? Thrift, not all thrift stores are non-profits. I think a lot of people assume that. Most of the thrift stores in my videos are for-profit thrift stores, which means they literally buy their inventory to make a profit. So Red, White, and Blue is a for-profit thrift store. They have purchased probably 99% of their inventory. They do take donations, but very rarely do those donations actually make it out to the sales floor. Most of the stuff at Red, White, and Blue is all stuff that they have purchased in bulk. They sift through it. They put out the best stuff on the floor, and the owners of the store make the profit. They do give a small part back to the veterans, but it's not enough for them to be a nonprofit. So they're a for-profit thrift store, and they're in business just to make as much money as they can, to get as many employees as they can, to make as much money as they can. That's basically what they do. So can you please name them? Red, White, and Blue Thrift Store. Red, White, and Blue. If you watch any of my videos on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you'll see us walking in usually to a Red, White, and Blue thrift. Just comped and drafted a Christmas ornament from 1982, sold for $34. I'm thinking about doing a Whatnot Christmas ornament show, because I do have a bunch of Christmas ornaments from when my mom used to resell, and she basically gave it to the kids. They're not listing them. So we might do like a dollar start Christmas ornament show, just like middle of the day, just to have some fun. They're not going to be like resellable items, but they'll be nice little Christmas ornaments that you guys can put on your Christmas tree. So I'm thinking about doing that within the next couple weeks and blowing those out, because I have a whole bunch of them that the kids were supposed to list and they're not listing them. Picked up for $1 at garage sale. Let's go. That old woman is going to ask her kids who Surf's Up Fine is. He told me he was famous at the post office, and then they're going to be like, I don't know who Surf's Up Fine is. Oh, that's funny. I like you, Nick. That's funny. Anyways, keep making fun of Surfs. I like it. As long as you keep making fun of them, you can stay here. Next up, AutoPosher shows how much you received in shipping, but not how much you actually paid in shipping. You have to manually add that. So OVABs, let me show you. Let me do one really quick. I'm gonna do an eBay order really quick. Show OVABs how this works. Does this sell on eBay? Let me see if I can find an eBay order really quick. Yes, I did. Okay, this Robert Graham shirt, paid $16.05 for it. It's a long sleeve Robert Graham. It's got a good pattern to it. $16.05, and it sold for $49.99 plus shipping. We're going to ship this out, and I'm going to show you how to update your line. Once you ship it, your line will update. So I'm actually going to go into AutoPosher before I ship this. Boom. Let me go into Sales Analytics, and let me find this sale really quick. All right, here's the Robert Graham shirt. I'm gonna show you what it looks like before I ship it. Right here, Robert Graham shirt, $49.99, $7.25. This is your total. Here, let me highlight this really quick so I don't miss this line. I'm gonna highlight it like that. This is your total standard shipping that was collected. And then it doesn't have any of your other fees yet because you haven't shipped. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ship this out real quick, and then we're going to hop back over here, refresh the line, and you're going to see that it gets updated immediately. It can't update it until you obviously ship. All the other platforms should be automatically updated. The only one that doesn't is going to be eBay. So let me hop back over here, get shipping label. It's going to be 11 ounces. 11 ounces, boom. UPS ground, $5.50. And that order is shipped. That took a little second to work. Now we're gonna hop back over to AutoPosh. I usually do this after, or I hit the import button. So this is already selected. You should see that there's no fees right here. But when we hit refresh, it's gonna come back and there's your fees. $5.50 and $2.99. $2.99 is my promoted listings fee. That comes in after I ship the item. So as long as you refresh that line, you're good to go. Everything else should be correct. If you ever do get a refund, your refund will show up right there. Where is this? Pass it? Yeah, right there. So as soon as you ship, you can either go through and manually select it, or just hit import data at the top when you're done shipping, and it'll import all your data for you. It takes like 30 seconds to import your data. So that's how you manually go through. Again, it can't put that information in until you ship on eBay. There's no way for it to do that because it doesn't know how much your label is going to be until you ship. But that's how you refresh a line. If you're watching on Instagram and you want to see that happen, watch the replay on YouTube or Facebook, and that'll go over how that works. Let's go back to Mercari orders. We got an Athleta. This is a TJ Maxx pickup. Picked this up for $8 at TJ Maxx. It's brand new at tag. Athleta compression bra, sold for $23. Mine isn't working. I reach out to them. Yeah, reach out to them. There might be just a little glitch that they have to work out, or maybe it's something to do with how your eBay is synced, maybe to AutoPosher. Again, it should be something they could easily fix for you. All right, I have a ton of questions. Have the kids sell them on Whatnot? I could. I don't know if that's allowed. Are you allowed to have kids sell stuff on Whatnot? I mean, Emelina pops in for a second, but I technically sell her stuff. Could that be child labor laws? I don't know. Have you ever gone to church? No, I don't do many garage sales or rummage sales. There's tons of them in my area, but we get so much stuff at thrift stores, we don't really need to. Trust me, if I wanted to, I could shop 7 days a week. I could shop 8 days a week if I wanted to. There's so much stuff here in Florida. Like, I just go to thrift stores. There's garage sales. There's tons of retail stores around here. There's Facebook Marketplace. Like, every day there's deals on Facebook. Yeah, insane. I'm jealous of how happy Surfs is every day. I'm lashing out. Yeah, go ahead. Surfs is always a happy dude. It's weird, and especially since his Colts lost yesterday in such a horrible fashion. By the way. Gosh, to the Vikings. They almost came back and beat the Vikings. Such a... Man, I feel bad for that guy sometimes. Vikings such a crappy team. By the way, the Titans won yesterday. Let's go. Next up, we got a pair of Adriano Goldschmied men's jeans. Picked these up for $6.96, and these sold for $20 over on Mercari. I have several Robert Grahams that I have to list. My husband's favorite brand. Get those listed. I love selling Robert Graham, especially ones with really good patterns. Question, is it a good idea to put a plastic bag? Is it a good idea to put a plastic tag and label to avoid swapping? Have a tag gun? Huh? For what, Carolyn? At the thrift store? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm wondering if you have a new video on AutoPosher. Not yet. The old video is good. It shows you how the automation tool works and everything. The analytics tool, I haven't made that new video yet because I don't want to make it too early, because I made that first AutoPosher video too early and she started changing things after, and the whole layout kind of looks different. So I'm going to wait probably another week until everything has settled down. She has the final result for the analytics tool. Then I'll make that video. But there is a free trial, Nancy. Try the free trial out and watch that old YouTube video. It pretty much explains how most of the automation, everything works. What places do you recommend for retail arbitrage online? Mark, I can't tell you my retail stores. If I told everybody which retail stores I bought from. I mean, I do say TJ Maxx and Marshall, so I'll give you that. I made a video on that, but I'm not going to tell you where I buy online arbitrage from. That would be insane just to give out a source, because there's only so much product at those stores on sale. And if I taught you guys how to go to those stores and buy on the days that I buy when the items get discounted, I would literally like destroy my entire market on those items. So I can't give out retail spots. I can for sure give out thrift spots, and the reason I do that is because you got to be there on the day at the thrift store. There's always new inventory. It's never the same stuff. Online is completely different. It's the same exact inventory that everybody's going for, and it wouldn't make sense for me to give that up. But you can ask Surf's Up. He'll let you know where he goes. When you say it's sold for amount, is that the amount of profit? So when, like the last item that I just shipped out was Adriano jeans. Mercari doesn't have any fees. So I paid $6.96. They sold for $20. So you do 20 minus $6.96, which means I profited $13.04 on that order before taxes. Obviously, I have to pay taxes on my profit and all that stuff. So any news on a new auto posture marketplace? No, I haven't heard anything yet. Nothing yet on the new auto posture marketplace. Even though she says I'm like an employee, I don't get any of that data first. I didn't even know about the analytics tool until the day it came out. And then I found out from other people that it was actually out. Miss Me bootcut jeans, I picked these up for $10.70. These always sell on Mercari for some reason. They sold for $29.99 plus shipping over on Mercari. No selling online, tag the clothes on the label. For example, it has a purple plastic tag to avoid them swapping items. Carolyn, I've had 0 items swapped in the last 3 years. I know a lot of people think when you sell online, like people are all scammers. Most people in this world, like everybody in this chat, I know you guys are all angels. We're all good people, and we don't swap stuff. And if you do get a swap, Carolyn, every once in a while, you just write that off as a business expense. Because trust me, if you owned your own retail store, you would lose a lot more items than you ever do selling online. There's a lot of seller protections that'll help you out with that and get your money back. But if you ran your own store, not only would you have all that cost of overhead, you would have a whole lot more stuff being stolen. So even if 1 or 2 items get stolen a year, write it off as a business expense. That's all that is. Next up, 3437. I gotta find this. There it is right there. These are a pair of Judy Blue button fly jeans. Everybody says Judy Blue doesn't sell, so we pick it up and we sell it. Paid $8.56 for these. These were a women's size 29, and these sold for $35 over on Mercari. $35 sale for Judy Blues. And if you guys are hanging out, you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat as I'm shipping. This is a good time for questions to be asked. For example, if I missed your question, if I happen to miss your question, feel free to drop it in the chat again. I got questions coming from everywhere right now, so feel free to re-ask it. I will get to you. I promise. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate you, Obabs. Obabs is my hype guy. Next up, most of you would have passed on this at the thrift store, and I'm completely fine with you passing on it. I'm willing to pay up for certain pieces at a thrift store that I know will sell well, and I'll at least double my money on them. This one I made over double because it's sold on Mercari. This is an Aviator Nation hoodie. It's got the big Aviator Nation. If you watched the live thrift from like 2 weeks ago, you saw me pick this up. I picked this up for $42.80 at a thrift store. Most of you are like, holy crap, I would never pay $42 for anything at a thrift store, and I get it. But this sold for $100. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, I made a profit of $57.20 on something that I paid up for. Made a $50 profit on that. So I'll take that. And it sold really quick. We just put it in inventory last week. 3759 was a new number. So it took less than a week to sell. Made a $57 profit. Take that all day. Not counting false item ads. I've never had only 3 items outright swapped or broken or returned. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't happen very often. And most of the time when it happens and people make videos about them and they're like, oh my God, I lost that item. This person, blah, 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 blah. 99.9% of the time, those people are just complaining about that one order out of 1,000 that got a swap. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. It happens very, very rarely. I love Judy Blues. Me too. Approximately how many hours each do you spend working in your resale business? Kate, if you just count the reselling portion of the business, we only work, both of us together combined, work about 60 hours. So it's like 30 hours each on the reselling portion. But then we do things like these lives, which take longer for us to ship. I make videos, we do live thrifting, things like that. So we work well over 40 hours a week each when we count the social media portion of our business. But if we were just to do reselling, we would be just as successful or more successful on most of these platforms because we'd have more time for them. And yeah, we make just as much money. So you could do this as a side hustle and just do 20 hours a week and sell $100,000 worth of product a year. It's not outrageous to think that because I used to do that when I worked at the post office. I'd work 20, maybe 30 hours a week myself on the business, no help from Kayla, just myself. And by year 2, I was doing around 100,000 in sales. So easily you can do that. You just gotta put your mind to it. 3711. Where's this one? Where is this one? What is this? Public Rec gray pants. Are these? These are 3341. Did she put the wrong number on this? Nope. 3711. Well, Public Rec gray pants. Where are they at? I think she put the wrong number. Hold on, chat. I gotta figure this out. Listings ended. Public Rec. Oops. These sold on 3771. Are these? Public Rec 4. No, these are 34s. Did I not grab them? Or did I pack them up wrong? I don't know where these pants are. I don't know where to put these pants at. That's not them, that's not them, that's not them. That's not them. I guess we'll figure it out at the end. I'll have an extra item, I guess. I don't know where those went. Okay, well, we'll skip over that for now. We'll put this off to the side. All right, unless I just didn't grab them. Next sale is right. Let me get back to my spreadsheet. Public Rec pants. Okay, Polo Ralph Lauren Berg jeans. I might have not grabbed them. Actually, I had 2 Public Rec items sell this weekend. But these are the Polo Ralph Lauren jeans. We literally just listed these. Picked these up for $6.69 at the thrift store. I think these were 75% off. So these were priced super high. Nobody bought them. We ended up buying them. We paid $20 or we paid $6.69 for these, and they sold for $20. Avoid answering my door, political people. Yes, don't answer your door this time of year. That'll be bad. I've been watching and learning so much from you. I sell pre-loved, authentic luxury bags. Nice. I wish we knew the luxury bag market, Wendy. I'm kind of jealous you actually know that market because that market requires a lot of skill. And a lot of people can't sell those because they don't have the skill to know what's authentic and what's not authentic. And that's where we have trouble too, is not knowing what's authentic. So I'm jelly that you know which bags sell. By the way, did Mercari change their labels from UPS to FedEx? I'm getting a lot of FedEx labels right now, and I never get FedEx labels, so they must have changed their shipping methods. If it makes you feel better, I spent 30 minutes looking for a $12 sale today. I think I just didn't grab that item, Nick. I'm hoping that's what happened. I didn't ship the wrong item again. It happens every now and then when I'm on live. Anyways, here we go. We had 4 ties sell this weekend. This is one of those ties that sold. This is a Vineyard Vines sailboat tie. Picked this up for, doesn't have the price in there, but I'm pretty sure we paid right around $4, probably $4.28 for this, and it sold for $25 over on Mercari. Nice little quick sale right there. Do you have an accountant that does all your financial books, taxes? I do. Yes, at the end of the year, I give all my stuff to a financial advisor. Her name is Carol Ann. She takes care of all my taxes and stuff for me. Highly suggest you pay for that service and you don't try to do that yourself because you're probably missing a lot of deductions that you can take because you're trying to do it all yourself. My House of Wendy is my Facebook page. Check it out. Definitely will check it out. That's awesome. Picked up a pair of men's Ariat fire-resistant pants at the warehouse sale for $4. Sold in less than a day. Full asking price $44.99. Love selling Ariat. Ariat's one of my favorites. Harriet is one of my favorites. How do you handle when a buyer claims non-receipt from the UPS, but UPS deliver confirmation says delivered? CC, in most cases, every platform will side with you as long as the item has been delivered by the post office. It is now the buyer's responsibility to find out where that item is. If it was stolen, they have to file a police report and find out if they can get their money back, yada yada, or ask the platform for their money back if they know it was stolen. If they have like a Ring doorbell, for example, that shows that the item was stolen, usually the platforms handle that. You as a seller, your responsibility is to ship the item on time. As soon as it's in the USPS's hands, you have no more responsibility for that item. As long as it's shipped and delivered and scanned from the post office is now responsible for that item, not you. And again, if it gets stolen, it's on the buyer to get that item back, not you. You have no control over that. 3685. Depop sales. We only had 2 Depop sales this weekend. First one is a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is just a knit Oxford shirt. Picked this up for $8. This sold for $19 on Depop. Depop has very small fees, so I basically made a $10 profit on that one. With your Whatnot performing so well, are you considering not doing eBay? I will always do eBay. There's always brands that do way better on eBay than they do on Whatnot. And to be honest, Whatnot's doing good, but it's not nearly doing as good as it was in the beginning of this year. The beginning of this year, in 2.5 months, we did 100,000 in sales on Whatnot. In the last two-ish months that we've been back, obviously we haven't been doing as many shows as we were doing in the early part of this year, but we've only done, last month was our first full month back on Whatnot. We did 15K in sales. To compare this to the beginning of the year, January we did 35,000 in sales, February we did 36,000 in sales, March we did 24,000 in sales, April we did 10,000. So it took us, how many months is that? It took us 2-ish months or 3 months. 3 months to do 100K in sales. So for me to make that decision, I would have to be doing, Whatnot is small margins. So I know those numbers sound great, but I'm only making 30% usually on those items. For me to make that leap and just go all in on Whatnot and live selling, Jamble and Whatnot would be what we would do. We would have to be doing like almost double those numbers for me to consider doing that. And the way to do that wouldn't be thrifted goods, it would be pallets, because your margins are so slim. On eBay, you're buying something for $5 and selling it for $25. On Whatnot, you're buying something for $5 and you're selling it for $12, right? And margins are slim, very, very slim. Next up, Beyond Yoga crop leggings. Pick these up for $5.34. They sold for $22.50. Again, on Whatnot, these would probably sell for like $8. We pay $5.34 and they'd sell for $8. We make a couple bucks, but it's quick sales. It's in and out the door in the same day, basically. That's why Whatnot works. That type of video. I need some help. The best person whom I should go. Hello, I know it's not the type of video, but I need some help. What do you need help with? Depends on what you need help with. If you need help with walking your dog, I cannot help you with that. But if you need help with reselling, I can help you with that. Just purchased a fake pair of shoes from Depop. Obviously, I'm not keeping them. How should I proceed the return? You open a return on Depop. The reason you open the return is inauthentic item. Depop has a little drop down for that. Select that, put in your photos, say that's inauthentic, and usually they'll just give you the label to return it, and that person will get in big trouble for selling you an inauthentic item. Here's how many legal deductions counting. Exactly. They know their stuff. They know how to get really good deductions for you. They still give you a negative feedback. For what? Give you negative feedback for what? I'm not sure what they're giving you negative feedback for. I don't really care too much for negative feedbacks. I know a lot of people flip out for them. You try to get them taken away. If they don't get taken away, oh well. I have a negative feedback on my account right now that says eBay discriminates. Has nothing to do with me. Has everything to do with eBay. I didn't discriminate. Never had a conversation with this person. This person is angry at eBay. I tried to get it removed. It hasn't got removed. I don't care at this point to bother with it. It's just a negative feedback. If you open your own business, I am almost positive that probably on a daily basis, somebody will walk into your business and have a complaint about something you do in your business. You can't please everybody. Definitely splurge on your Whatnot show this weekend. Can't wait to get my items. You definitely did. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody bought a ton of stuff. We were shipping out orders this morning. We had to ship them in a U-Haul box because they bought so much stuff. It was insane. Thought of you not having a photo. The thought of not having to photo list store item is appealing. Yes. That's exactly what Whatnot is. Like none of that stuff that we ran on last night's show, we didn't photo it, we didn't list it, We just described it on screen the best of our ability, used lots of keywords when we're selling them, and out the door. Sure, you don't make as much money, but you're not wasting as much time, and time is money in any business. So you have to factor that in. Also, as soon as we ship those items, like right now, that money is in my PayPal account from last night's show. So in one day, I have that money out. Also, my consignor, right after this, I had to fill out his spreadsheet. He's going to get paid out. So within less than 24 hours after we run the show, he gets the money in his PayPal account. So that's the benefit of doing consignment on Whatnot, is I can get the money to the person as like super fast, super duper fast. All right, let's ship out a couple more orders. These are all eBay orders. Lots of eBay orders going out. These are the public rec pants, but I think I grabbed the wrong ones. I grabbed the wrong ones. That's why. Grab the wrong ones. Hey, Kayla.
Want me to grab it for you?
Grab her really quick. Grab this wrong one.
Yeah.
Can you put these back in inventory and grab 3771? I grabbed the wrong pair of public rec pants. I grabbed those gray ones and not the right ones. 3771. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's ship out eBay orders. First one is a Kayla pickup. These are Marnie pants. Brand is Marnie. Pick these up for $10.70. They sold on eBay for $39.99. Can you grab me some bags too? Some of these bags. They should be over there somewhere. Thank you. When the post office doesn't deliver, if the post office doesn't deliver it, Kathy, you can get that negative feedback removed super easy. You just literally show eBay that you've shipped the item. The negative feedback should be pulled off your account. That's one of those that eBay will pull down. I think they were saying the negative feedback for the item lost. Yeah, you can get that pulled almost immediately. You just tell eBay, like, look, I shipped the item. Here's the shipping. The item got picked up. Here's the confirmation of that. It's not my fault the item didn't get delivered, and usually they'll take it down immediately. That's one of those ones that you could actually put into eBay and get it taken down without actually having to have a phone conversation. Amazon won't. Yeah, Amazon's a little different. Amazon people can file complaints and there's not really much you can do, but eBay is completely different. I don't sell on Amazon, so I can't really speak too much to Amazon policies. Manufactured my own Callaway golf shirt and ordered a full person. That's crazy. You probably did, Nick. You sound like the type of guy that would. You sound like the type of guy that would manufacture your own Callaway shirt. I wish you could manufacture them for me and I'd sell them. Manufacture them for me and then sell them to me for less than that, and I'll buy them off of you and then resell them. How about that? We can make that deal right now. All right, I got the public rec pants. I just grabbed the wrong pair out of inventory. So this is the last Mercari sale. These are men's public rec pants. Always look for this P on the back of pants when you're going through the pants section at the thrift store. Really good brand to look out for. Pick these up for $5.33. I think we got these at City Thrift, and these sold for $36, and they were just literally put in inventory. Sold super fast. Public Rec is the brand. Be on the lookout for it. I might make a bolo post for Public Rec today. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. That's a good bolo brand to look out for. Not a lot of people know about it. Yeah, they changed over their labels from UPS to FedEx on Mercari, so just keep a lookout for that when you're shipping your orders today. Don't take those to the UPS store. Let me grab a random one. Next up, we got some women's Piranha pants. Women's Piranha pants sell way better than men's Piranha pants, by the way. Pick these up for $8.03, and these sold for $22.49, listed probably about 2 weeks ago. Cali might be too high end. Maybe I'll go down to Ben Hogan. I think you should do some George, Nick. George would be a good one to fake. Nobody will claim those are fake because they already feel fake, right? They already are low quality, so you can use even lower quality. If you can even find lower quality materials to use, I don't know if you'll be able to. All right, that one's going to ship for 15 ounces, $6.40. Buyer paid $9.35, so I'm going to make a little profit on shipping. Next up, be able to get all these out before the mailman comes. Let's go. It's usually a little bit late on Mondays anyway. Next up, we got a pair of Judy Blue jeans. Again, Judy Blues, everybody passes on them, but we pick them up. These are brand new with tags. Pick these up for $6.96 at a thrift store. They're a bigger size. They're a 22W, which is a plus size. They sold for $35 plus shipping. What's up, Bobby? Welcome in. We're almost done. We got our eBay orders, and then we'll be finished. If you bought something off our Whatnot show this weekend, you shipped your orders. They're all out the door waiting for the mailman. And we appreciate you guys. I hope you guys like that. We're going to do those buyer appreciation giveaways more often. I like rewarding those people. Also, the person who won both cups, I don't think people saw this. The person that won both cups also won one of the free Starbucks gift cards. So they literally got one of the giveaways that was for everybody, and then they got both of the buyer appreciation giveaways, which is wild that they have that much luck. That is, they need to play the lottery for sure. I didn't realize that till we were shipping it, and I'm like, man, this person won a gift card and both tumblers? That is insane. Next up, AG jeans. I forgot what I paid for these. Got these online arbitrage. I paid, well, I don't know what I paid. I think we paid like somewhere around $30 for these. I got to go back and look. These sold for 55 bucks. These are actually returned and then resold again. What's so cool? I know. They got super lucky. I don't know how they got that lucky. I never get that lucky. I enter in all the giveaways on Whatnot, and I hardly ever. I think I've won one or two. I've entered in hundreds. They won 3 in one night with 100+ people in the show. That's like wild luck. They probably were going against the buyer appreciation giveaway. I think they had 20 people in both giveaways. Maybe the first one had like 15, but still, the odds of that happening 3 times in one show is like super duper low. It's all randomized too. Whatnot all takes care of that, so there's no way to rig it. They just got lucky. All right, that one shipped. 70. Beautiful. I'll update you later. Next up, we got a RLX shirt. This is brand new with tags. Picked this up for $15 at TJ Maxx, the yellow tag event. We actually had this in a bag in our storage unit for some reason. I don't know how it got in there. But it sold for $30 and it sold really fast. We just listed this last week. And it sold super duper fast. That one's going out for 7 ounces. 7 ounces, easy peasy. $4.62. You're very excited to win a hat for me? Let's go. Yeah, we'll probably do more hat giveaways maybe within the next couple weeks. Those are good, like little Christmas gift giveaways too. If you win one, you can give them to somebody you know. Everybody wears a hat, especially nowadays. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren Spell Out hoodie, another item we just listed last week. You can tell by the numbers. All 37s were basically put into inventory last week. Paid $16.05 for this. Paid up a little bit at thrift store, but it sold in just a few days for $35 plus shipping. I actually had offers on Poshmark, Depop, and eBay on this item, and I decided to take that $35 offer on eBay. Most of the Depop offers were like super low. They were in like the 20s. So I took that offer, ran with it. Polo Ralph Lauren Spell Out hoodie, just a classic polo piece. Shipping for $8.64. Buyer paid $12.95 for their label. All right, we got some ties. Let's do some ties real quick. Got some good ties too. All right. First tie. I don't pick up this brand too often, but I looked them up in the ties, and they actually sell really well for ties. So the brand is Charles Terwitt. Picked this up for only $3.99. Listed it last week, and it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Not a huge profit, but these are super easy to list, super easy to ship. If I could have a whole store of just ties, I definitely would do that. You can literally take 3 photos of ties, get them listed, pay super low for them, sell them for around 20 to 25 bucks. There's literally a store on eBay, and that's all they do is they just sell ties, and I think they sell like an average of like 40 to 50 ties per day. And they have like, I think they have like a crazy amount, like 3, 4, 5,000 ties listed, and that's all they sell, just ties, that's it. And they have a cool little sales tactic that they use. It's like buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. and I'm sure they're paying almost next to nothing for the ties that they're getting. 'Tis the season for these to sell. This is a Donald Trump tie. Picked this up for $5.34. This one sold for $19 plus shipping. I'm almost certain it's because of the election that these are selling very well. Saw that tie, red, white, and blue. Yep. That tie was not at red, white. I don't think it was at red, white, and blue. Maybe it was, Shannon. Was it? Might have been. If it was, should have looked it up. Charles Terwitt. Don't buy the shirts. You can buy the blazers. The blazers do okay every now and then. Depends on what style they are. But the ties are the ones that sell still well in that brand. Shirts used to do well back in the day. Charles Terwitt. They stopped selling a long time ago, like 3 or 4 years ago they stopped selling. And we got one more tie going out the door. I actually mentioned this one to Surfs. This is another Donald Trump tie, but it's got that paisley red. Obviously, for Republican, red Donald Trump ties usually do a little bit better, so I list these a little bit higher. I paid $3.99 for this tie, and it sold for $24 plus shipping. So really, really good sale. 4 into 24. That's like a just under $20 profit on a tie that I took 3 photos of. 3 photos. Whether you like him or not, his ties do sell, so pick them up. Shout out to Surfs for teaching me that one. The color is red, white, and blue for the election. Could be. I don't think it'll get there before the election, but could be. Do pink men's shirts do okay? Yes, pink men's shirts do really well. It's actually one of the best selling colors that I pick up, especially for like Ralph Lauren. I forget that you have you have that thrift store. We'll have those in Iowa. You probably have other for-profits in Iowa though. Last week, Poshmark took down a Christian Dior men's tie of mine. You could always argue those, Bobby. I had Depop do that to me on a pair of Yeezys that I had the confirmation that they were authentic, and I just sent it into them and they republished my listing. No issues. Next up, Jay Peterman. Just listed this one too. Paid $4.01 for this. Sold for $29.99. This is called a band collar shirt, so make sure you put that in your listing. This collar right here is called a band collar shirt. I have one more of these listed, but like I said, we just listed these last week. One already sold. And this is a pink shirt, by the way. Oh, the men's brand pink? No, I don't pick those up. No on pink men's brand. They look nice, but they don't sell very well. If you look them up on eBay, you'll notice that they don't sell very well. I wonder if eBay will ever work something out with the post office for a set priority price. I doubt it, because eBay has so many different items that sell on the platform, and so many like big sellers on the platform too. It's not just people like us that are resellers. They have like full businesses that sell on eBay. Like specific shoe brands have their own eBay store where they sell. So I don't know if they'll ever get to that point. It'd be confusing for those brands to try to figure out a different shipping method. I think they'll just leave it alone. I mean, it works fine the way it is, so I wouldn't change it. I always thought Jay Peterman was a fictional brand from Seinfeld until this year. It's not. It's a real brand. It's a real brand. Barber, good brand to look out for too. Paid $6.40 for this. Again, just listed. 3761 is the inventory number. So these were just listed, and it sold for $20.69 plus shipping. That's an Auto Posher sale. Auto Posher sent out a 10% off offer automatically. I didn't have to touch it, and this person accepted. If you need a tool that automatically sends out offers for you, shares your closet, does all that stuff, Auto Posher is the way to go. And that sale was made from Auto Posher. So basically, I sell 2 or 3 more of those shirts in the next couple days, and Auto Posher basically pays for itself, which is beautiful. That tie was on like the 2 years. That tie was on for like 2 years, a bins buy for me. Nice. I don't think I missed any questions. Love you guys on YouTube. Appreciate you. We're always live in the morning too on YouTube. We're one of the only resellers besides like Surfs that do lives almost every single day. So you can come on over and ask some questions. The only thing I wish we could do is make more videos. Videos take forever to make. If I could put out a video like 3 times a week, I would. Because I actually enjoy making them. I hate editing them. Next up, this is a Polo Ralph Lauren, brand new tag, Estate Rib Sweater. Picked this up for $16.05. Had it listed for $39.99. Auto Posher sent out a 10% out offer. This person accepted, so it sold for $35.99. Easy sale. Again, another Auto Posher sale. You need an automation tool? Get Auto Posher. There's a free trial if you use the link in my bio, and then also there's that 15% off credit. I would highly suggest getting an automation tool of some sort. And then Auto Posher also is a cross lister, and it has sales analytics now, so it tracks all your sales data, so you don't have to do that. It does it all for you. It's an all-in-one tool. Unlike most cross listers and other platforms, they're not really an all-in-one tool. Justo Lives. Justo Lives ones then. What does that mean, Jared? Justo Lives? Who's Justo Lives? Just Lives one then? What do you, Jared? I don't know what you. Just do live ones then? Just do live. Oh, like just live thrifts. The only problem is, I would love to just do live thrifts. The only problem is the YouTube algorithm never picks up those lives. So if you watch the videos, the views on them will just stop. And if you watch when I used to do lives on TikTok and used to upload those and then put them on YouTube, those lives are still consistently getting views. So until YouTube does something with the algorithm to where people who aren't subscribed to the channel will get the notifications and be able to watch the live thrifts, it doesn't make sense. I need to put out videos to get more people to get to the channel. That's the whole goal of making a YouTube channel, right? Is get as many people as you can to watch it. Just do live videos. Yeah, the live videos, again, if you do a live on YouTube, it only goes to your audience who are currently subscribed to you. There is nobody that is getting that notification or getting the after lives coming in from them. It just doesn't happen because YouTube's algorithm is just pushing out videos to everybody, but lives are only going to your subscribers. So it doesn't make sense to. We just do lives basically right now, but if we ever want to grow the YouTube, we have to put out shorts and we have to put out videos, like full-length videos. Polo Ralph Lauren, we paid $24.08. Bought this at a thrift store, paid up for it because it was brand new with tags, and it's a solid white dress shirt, and it sold in no time. Again, 37 is new items for us. Sold for $53.99. That is again an Auto Posher sale because I listed this for $59.99. Auto Posher sent out a 10% out offer. This person accepted. So they're right there. With the last 3 sales that I literally just showed, Auto Posher is paid for the month. For those 3 sales, the profit on those 3 sales pay for my Auto Posher subscription, or come very, very close to paying for it. So get an automation tool. Recently, I've had offers I sent on eBay. Person counters and I accept. No payment shows up. Yeah, they have issues again with eBay where they used to have only verified offers being able to come in, and now again they have people that don't have payment set up, or their payment fails and it just stays stagnant. But the cool thing is, Shannon, with those items are still listed on eBay. They actually don't come down anymore. So another person can make an offer on that item. You don't have to worry about it like not being visible. Do you record lives? Can you post them as a regular video later? I can do that, but that requires extra steps. Also, the chat's gone at that point, so people can't go through and like watch the chat and see the questions that are coming in. I feel like that teaches them and helps them learn. So I'll definitely be making full-length YouTube videos, even if they're shorter videos. In the new year, that's like one of my big goals, is to like consistently put out YouTube videos, even if they're shorter, even if it's just me talking to the screen. I'll definitely do that. So I have a question. If you have a question about Auto Posher, feel free to drop it in the chat. This is the last item, so get it out while you can. This is a poncho shirt. I literally just put this up on Kway Bolo over on Facebook. So if you're not following that page, go follow it. This is a Bolo brand that I put on there that has a crazy good sell-through rate. Pick this shirt up for $16.05. It's just a basic button-down shirt. This one sold in pre-owned condition for $64.99 plus shipping. Poncho, great brand. That's what it looks like right there. Always look for that tag. Sell-through rate is like insane on this. It's like a 700% sell-through rate. Great brand. Skincare routine. I told you, Trisha, I use Kayla's shampoo for everything. Just rub it all over my face. Boom. That one's going out for 11 ounces. Okay, Auto Posher, I dropped it and then want to restart it, but I don't want any of my old items on Auto Posher when I start with a blank slate. You can reach out to her and see if she's able to do that for you. She probably will be able to reset your whole your whole dashboard. So if you reach out to her and just say the same thing, like, hey, I wanna start auto posture over, but I don't want any of my old items. I just want to import what is currently listed. She can wipe everything for you. She's done it for me before. When it first started, I had an error with mine when I brought it in. She wiped my whole thing clean. So how do you do that? You just reach out to auto posture. There's a contact button at the bottom. Reach out to auto posture. Say, hey, I wanna renew my my monthly subscription, but I don't want any of my old listings. Is there any way to like wipe mine clean? And she might be like, yeah, since you left, yours has already been wiped clean, so you can just download your inventory. Or she'll be like, yeah, I'll wipe it clean for you, and then she just presses a button and it wipes the whole thing clean. So, clear plastic bags you link for us. Yes, there's no name for them. I don't think they're just clear bags. Kate, if you go to the caption of this live, there's a link you click on. That's our link tree. And if you go to the products we use on a daily basis within those link trees, within that link tree, that takes you to my Amazon storefront where those bags are linked, and they will always be linked. That has pretty much all the products we use on a daily basis. So just click that. I also have other links for like discounts and stuff like that for all reseller products too within that link tree. Like Auto Posture has a discount link. The bags we use, if you buy them straight from gyropack.com, there's a link there to get a discount, all that stuff. Found poncho for $5 with a company embroidery still sold for $50. Yeah, they're money. They sell so freaking well, so well. All right, chat. That's everything. We shipped out all those orders. We answered a bunch of questions. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. This weekend, remember we have the Jamble live on Friday night, first live on Jamble. So make sure you come out. I want tons of people there. You all get $25 free to spend. We're going to give away an iPad and AirPods on that show. So 2 free giveaways just for hanging out in the show. On top of that, you get $25 to spend for free. There's a link in my bio, or you go to your Apple App Store and just type in Jamble, Jamble, and download the app, and then use code KWAY25, all caps, KWAY25. You'll get that $25 credit when you sign up. You can use it on anybody's show, $25 for free to spend, or you can hold it for our show. We're going to do an all Lululemon show. Saturday night's going to be a Barefoot Dreams Whatnot show, so it's going to be all barefoots, all crazy good barefoots. And then Sunday night's going to be a random pulls live like we did last night. I'm going to try to get that YouTube video out. I've been saying it for last week. I'm going to try to get it out this week. I have to edit it still and do all that stuff. And then we'll have short videos and all that stuff. So it's like Whatnot. It's just like Whatnot. Very, very similar. So if you download the app, iOS only, by the way, not Android, iOS only. You should have bought an iPhone. Right, Mom? But iOS only, go over there, check it out. There's sellers on at all times of day. It's not as big as Whatnot, so you can get better deals on Jamble usually. It's a lot of girly brands too. So all you ladies, there's lots of like women selling Lululemon and Aerie and brands like that. They're all over the place on Jamble. And then yeah, so it's very, very similar. Very similar. So Goodwill, I went there and they had a Tommy Hilfiger golf pullover with a spell out. Normally a pickup, but they wanted $24.99. I don't pick up much Tommy Hilfiger. Even if it has a spell out, they're a little bit harder to sell. They sit for a little bit. Maybe on Depop that would sell, but I usually leave almost all Tommy Hilfiger, even the big spell out hoodies and stuff like that. But that's all my announcements. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll be live tomorrow morning shipping out some more orders, so feel free to come back if you think of any other questions.